Welcome to the Tough Decisions Network. This is your tip of the day. Be sure to visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email, where we send you news about the latest technology for your business, inspiring quotes, and the latest entrepreneur books. That's toughdecisions.net. Before we get started, let's hear from one of our sponsors. Have you ever thought about investing in real estate, but find yourself so busy that you don't have time for it? Do you have FOMO, which is the fear of missing out? At HandfordCapital.com, we help investors with passive real estate investments that project better returns than traditional investment vehicles such as the stock market. If you'd like to find out more about our passive real estate investments, visit HandfordCapital.com. That's HANDFORD capital.com. We will jump on a call with you to discuss your investment goals and to see if our investments are a good fit for you. This advertisement is not to be construed as an offer or recommendation to buy or sell a security. Visit HandfordCapital.com.
This is Dennae, and I'm sharing some tips with you on how to lead your millennial employees. And we've spent quite a bit of time now talking about how to help them with some of their weaknesses and teaching them and leading them through some of the, what we would say would be the negative aspects of their generation. But today I want to talk to you about taking advantage of your millennials, not in the bad taking advantage context, but in the way that will be beneficial for your company. In other words, using the strengths of this generation to improve your company and be an asset for your corporation. A couple of things that this group is really good at, and I'm going to kind of touch on them sort of quickly and just give you an idea or two along the way, and to take advantage of your millennials. This group, they are intuitively good at social media and branding because they grew up in it. And so you do not face the same hurdles that you might in teaching, a middle-aged person how to brand. And if you're trying to brand your company, you need to find yourself some good millennials because they just understand it. That has been the culture that they've lived in and they've grown up in. And so it instantly removed hurdles. There's entire companies that their main source of revenue is teaching other companies how to brand. But if you can find some millennials who can get on board with your vision, they can do that because they understand it. You can also use the millennials as a barometer to gauge how you're doing in your leadership. This group as a whole does not have a problem telling you how they feel. In fact, they might tell you a little bit too often how they feel because they've been told their entire life that how they feel is important. Many of them have never been told, you know what, I don't care how you feel. This is the way we're doing it. So they think you're interested in how they feel, even if you're not. That being said, you can use them because they're going to be honest with you. You can use them as a barometer of how you're doing as a leader, but also understanding that they might be saying what everyone else is thinking and doesn't want to say. And so if you're getting feedback from the millennial generation that maybe you don't like or maybe is uncomfortable, be aware that maybe they're just doing you a favor and telling you what everyone else is thinking. And there might be some work that needs to be done either on the vision, the communication of the vision, or maybe on yourself as a leader. Another good thing about this group of millennials is that they are typically comfortable with change. After all, they did grow up in an era where they were used to getting what they want instantly. We call that instant gratification. They're used to getting things done fast, and I do mean really fast. So they're comfortable with change, quick pivots of direction. You can give them projects that might require quick decisions, maybe even certain high-risk projects because, like I said, they're comfortable with fast pace and they're not going to balk at that. You can also use their ability to make a good first impression. Now, I guess to my embarrassment or to my detriment, I've interviewed a lot of millennials and a lot of them, many of them can create a great first impression. The follow-through is where they have a problem. That being said, they have this air of confidence about them that can make a good impression and can be very effective in sales. Now, you do want to make sure that if you put this millennial out front in the sales role, that you back him or her up with some experienced stability, and maybe a more longer term employee that can support that. But you can use their confidence and their air of energy, if you will, to create a very effective sales force. Remember that they are a little low on the actual self-esteem, but because they've been told, you're awesome, you're awesome, you're awesome for pretty much their entire life, they do have at least a front of high self-esteem and high energy, high confidence level that can be very effective if you need someone for a sales position. So those are some ways that you can actually take advantage of your millennials in the proper way and implement their strengths in your business. You always want to be helping them and working through their weaknesses and teaching them. We've mentioned that before, but always be teaching them the leadership, because that's what's really lacking, is the depth, I think, in this group that is going to be required to persevere and work through problems that you have to work through when you're a leader.
Thank you for listening to the Tough Decisions Network. Visit toughdecisions.net to sign up for our free weekly entrepreneur email. That's toughdecisions.net.